SHOT Show 2017 at the Seecamp booth. I'm here with Chris. How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
So I'm here with Seecamp Firearms. Seecamp Firearms have been around since the late 70s. They originally started with the LWS 25, which was our 25 ACP. Shortly after that, the designer ended up coming out with this 32 ACP, which kind of really revitalized and brought back the 32 ACP market, especially within concealed carry. As you can see, it's a very small and concealable firearm. One of the things that he shortly thereafter created was the LWS 380, which is our 380 ACP caliber firearm. That's been a pretty popular model, especially with the caliber and its size. The firearms, fully loaded, come in at slightly over 14 ounces, unloaded, a little over 10 ounces. They are all 6-in-1 capacities.
Talk about the steel frame and why the steel frame and I guess some of the value we get with that.
Sure. One of the big points of Seecamp and the firearms themselves is that they are fully stainless steel, solid stainless steel. A lot of time and effort goes into polishing out the firearm, just getting that really finished, clean look. You'll notice there's no sights of any type. The creator was a very big believer in no sight system, especially for concealed carry firearm, just for the purposes of being a snag-free design, being able to quickly and easily pull and draw and use, and then in a self-defense situation, mainly being there for a point shoot rather than a sight shoot. So the MSRP on the firearms, the 25 and the 32 are $565, and the 380 is $845. Along with the firearm, we do offer some various holster options. We have a front pocket holster that's designed so that you can draw directly from the pocket and be able to immediately use the firearm. That holster, we partnered with a company in Texas called Bear Creek Holsters. They make very high quality handmade holsters. The big thing we're proud of about all of our products is they're all made in the USA. Everything we offer, all of our parts, accessories, components, everything is sourced and made in the USA. And that's really a big important factor and driver for us behind our products.
This magazine right here, is that standard or is this a little bit of an extended version?
This is an extra item that we offer, we manufacture ourselves. It's a magazine extender. What it does is, especially for somebody like myself with larger hands, it just creates larger grip space so you get a better grip on the firearm.
Okay.
It being so small, it's very nice because you can kind of get 2 extra fingers on there. You can kind of see. And it's still nice because it still doesn't break the profile of the holster. It still stays nice and concealed behind the holster.
Very nice. So the standard base plate is very flat?
Correct.
Like
yep.
this?
On the standard base plate is flat and flush with the firearm.
And to get that one, is it just buying the new base plate?
Correct. It just takes our existing magazine, and all you do is you swap out that extension with the standard base plate. Very quick and easy.
Would you demonstrate the magazine release for me?
Sure. So because of the thinness of the firearm, and again, being so small and compact, you don't have your typical magazine drop button. What you do is you have a European-style hero release, and what it does is you just push that back, and then the magazine is just drawn right out.
It's important to know that there's not like spring tension shooting it out or anything like that.
Correct. Yep.
You push it back, you feel it out.
Yep. And again, it really comes down to on the 32 and the 380 being the smallest available semi-automatic, there's not a lot of space for some of those items that the nice things that you would have on the luxury things that you would have on a full size.
Or the complexity, you might say.
Exactly. Right. The Seecamp, again, being as small as compacted as it is, it's a very simple firearm, very straightforward to take apart, take down, clean, maintain, things like that.
And does any other pocket 380 or other pocket gun on the market right now that's popular, do any of them beat this as far as size?
No. The only thing you're talking is some might be slightly lighter, but then you're getting into polymer construction and you get away from solid stainless steel construction like this.
Gotcha. So if size is your main issue, This is pretty much it.
This is it. If you're looking for the smallest 32 or 380 that you can find available, you're looking at it.
And you mentioned it before, but I'll touch on it again. The weight is actually very comparable to almost all the other pocket guns out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Right around 10 ounces.
Right, and when you're looking at some of the other polymer construction, you know, you're really only talking, you know, you're shaving off an ounce or two, if that, and you're just getting into, then you get into polymer as opposed to, again, that solid stainless steel that's going to last you. That's going to be an heirloom you can pass down.
And that's reflected in the price.
Of course.
You know, it's, you see a lot of those other pocket guns for pretty cheap.
Sure.
But these ones come in a bit more money, but we're talking about a very different type of construction.
Yep.
And about as small as it gets.
Sure. Yep.
I tried the trigger on that. I think you said it's about 11 pounds.
Correct. So all Seecamp pistols are double action only firearms. They've got an 11-pound trigger pull. It's a long, deliberate pull. It's really there just so that there's no negligent discharge. You know, my opinion, of course, is very smooth trigger, very smooth pull, very smooth draw.
Yeah, trying it out earlier, I agree. It's a long, consistent pull, and it's like you said before, it's heavy, but that's a safety feature.
Again, yeah, being no mechanical safety on the firearm. Again, for self-defense purposes, you just want to be able to draw and utilize the firearm. You want to make sure that if you're firing it, it's on purpose.
Speaking of mechanical safety, you do have one version that's got something like that on it.
Correct. For Massachusetts and California compliancy, we had to come out with a California edition, and what that does is if you can see here, it's got a little detent style trigger safety that just simply pushes to the left and to the right in order to lock out the trigger and not enabling it to swing into the body of the firearm.
Okay. For those who live in some states that require things like that, they do have that option. Very cool. Well, that's awesome, dude. We are at Seecamp, the SHOT Show 2017. Thanks very much for watching.